right, so we are live. And I really love this episode because we are going to be very niched and talk about really big mistakes that are impacting e-commerce businesses now and how that kind of visibility changed like from the traditional search and like in the AI search. So my guest is Olga, experienced SEO consultant, and I really like her niche because she is specialized, very hard word for me, specialized in the e-commerce brands. So Olga, welcome, and thank you for being here.
Hi, Adriana. I'm really glad you invited me to your podcast webinar, and I'm glad to share what I know, my thoughts on the issues, on the mistakes, and what to do with them.
Yeah, nice. Let's go straight to them. Like, what kind of like biggest mistakes you are seeing that like these brands are facing when it comes to visibility now versus before?
Okay, so what I want to start with is that today everyone is rushing to be visible in the AI search, to be recommended by AI, and they try to play the system looking for some, I don't know, quick wins, which is actually a good word, but I don't know, some hacks rather than quick wins to achieve that. But often website owners, website managers, they forget that they have the most controllable asset for this at their hands, and this is their website. And this is why I still do concentrate on the website and how it performs in traditional search, and this also affects the performance in the AI search.
Nice.
So
Nice. I love that because, sorry, you mentioned like key point. We constantly try to do like new things and be disrupted like all many like additional things, but we really need to bring ourselves to the focus and like to the website. Go ahead.
Yeah, exactly. Because we all need to build a foundation, whatever we are working with or whatever we are building. So there is a foundation that is strong basis that we will build upon with other activities. So let's start with it. The first mistake that it's kind of surprising me still, but many websites have this mistake that their structure is not built for visibility. And there are actually two things that come to mind. The first is a flat structure. So I think both you and I and others who will watch this webinar, they know what it is. It's when you come to a website, they have a handful of categories. For example, if it would be a furniture website with chairs, tables, wardrobe, whatever, these broad categories that are built for broad searches, and every business owner would be happy to rank on the top of search results for this. But these categories, even if they do rank in the SERP on the first page, they attract people who are early in their buying decision, in their buying journey. Those people are browsing. They're looking, oh, where can I buy this? What's the general offer, etc. But they can decide to buy in months, not now. So if the target, if the aim is visibility, these categories are great. But if the business wants more sales and get them sooner, then I'm advocating for building a detailed category structure.
Oh, wow. Tell us more. I really love this.
So it's basically when you think about when people are searching for something they really need, even if they don't know the exact product they want, but they know that they need a table for their living room. So they are looking for a coffee table for a living room, or round coffee table for a living room. And this is a very specific search. If you check the SERP for these searches, you will see that these are still the category pages that are ranking. So pages with products, with multiple products listing. And if the brand, if the furniture brand or the furniture reseller doesn't have these category pages, their products will be invisible. The exception might be the shopping feed that is featured in the SERP results, or maybe sponsored results. But still, if the user wants to see a selection of round coffee tables for a living room, they will go to a certain, they will go through category pages to find a product that they will like.
That's so important, because whenever you are working with a business website owner, they need money, they need as soon as possible, and they need more money. And somehow, I don't know, like even from our beginning of our SEO careers, like we were constantly focused on the traffic, like how to bring more traffic, how to bring more clicks, how to increase like CTR impressions. But like as far as you are staying in the SEO industry and working with like bigger brands and having like your own SEO clients, you're really seeing that like how these metrics are not important at all. In the end of the day, we really need to kind of advance our strategic thinking and see like, okay, how we will bring this website owner money in the short term. And then we are opening a totally new box. For example, you just mentioned a perfect example about it, and not just like thinking, oh yeah, we need more articles, we need more informational things, we need more like all these things. Like definitely we need that, like, but it's about all prioritization, it's about focus and really thinking how I can help this business owner to gain money in as soon as possible, even like in the sooner. Yeah, that's the word. So, and then when you are thinking in that direction, then you are opening new kind of ideas. Can you share any other examples, like mistakes that e-commerce brands are doing currently?
Sure. So I had another mistake very similar to this structure thing. So it's still sometimes I do notice this, that brands have their website structured like they have a good detailed structure, but the issue is that it's technically correct, but it doesn't always follow all the possible searches that users might have. And I don't mean getting into very niche specific searches like, I don't know, that would include color, size, material, and some other attributes that would be already a specific product. But for example, a fashion store, they might have a dress category, and they might have subcategories by dress length, like midi, mini, maxi. But if they only have these subcategories, they will miss searches for occasion dresses. They will miss searches for some certain print dresses. They will miss searches for material, for a certain material, linen dresses, cotton dresses, etc. So it's important not to make your category tree right from technical point of view, let's say so, but also check how else buyers might be searching for the product. Yeah. And after you get your categories right, the next thing to check is product page. And this is my third. This would be my third tip for the brands.
Yeah, and definitely before we explore that tip as well, I really see that like this intent is really becoming more and more important in any kind of like whatever we are doing, like, so especially like, and the intent of the users is also evolving, especially with the new AI tools, like how we are researching all these things. So we constantly need to deeper in the research how our customers are really searching nowadays. And I think the last 24 months has been impacting the customer behavior than ever before, like for a few years. So it's kind of evolving. It's frustrating for us because we constantly need to kind of like dig deeper, but that is the only way how we can really make sure that like whatever we do is really aligned with the customer behavior, because if we are missing that, like we are missing everything. Okay, so you mentioned product
Exactly.
pages. So what
Yeah.
do you think by mistake on the product pages?
The product pages are often being neglected,
Mm-hmm.
and it's very common, especially for resellers that deal with thousands of products, because they get their product information from the distributor, they get their the content for the product page from the distributor. We're talking about photos, the specifications, product descriptions, etc. They place it on the product page and they forget about it. And they hope that this product will rank and be recommended, and etc. So, as you've said, the behavior of buyers, it has changed. It definitely has, and even I myself, I see it, because now with ChatGPT or Claude or any AI chat, I can just narrow down my search to a certain product without going to any website. I mean, online store or article. I just tell the AI system my constraints, my thoughts, I describe my situation and what I need. Then I may have some follow-up questions, like
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
precision, some back and forth chatting with the AI system, and then it tells me, well, you might consider buying these products, and it gives me the results of the products, and I think, oh, okay, the heavy lifting is done. I've explained everything. It presented me the products. I go to the product page. If I like it, if I like the price, if I double check the description to avoid hallucinated advice, and it's good, then I take it. And I think it will become more and more common in the future. This brings up the product description issue. So if the brand leaves the the information on the product page as it is, like some generic, not generic, but one photo, which might will not be very representative in some cases, a list of specification, it gives nothing to the AI system to work with, to take out of these bullet points of features and cite to me as a user who requested a certain product that would be a good solution to my problem or to my request. Yeah, so what businesses need to do is really work on those descriptions. They have to tell explicitly how this product can help, or where, in what situation, this product is a perfect solution. So it gives it makes it easy for the AI bot to understand the product and to recommend it to me in the chat.
Yeah, so true. And also to help us to make decision faster, because now we are
Yes,
so impatient, like I really want to make every kind of buying experience as like as soon as possible, like, so whoever is fulfilling my pain points, like addressing my pain points, I was like, yeah, that's it, I'm going, like, so as
exactly.
doesn't doesn't matter, like even like AI, we are living in the AI world, but we really need to leverage that in the moment. Like we again need to be closer to the humans in their thinking. Yeah, definitely, like the AI is there, but like in the same way as laptops were like 20, I don't know, 30 years ago, like it is just another tool. So we can leverage that, like, and always thinking like how this behavior is really changing with the AI, and not being freezing like, yeah, AI is taking my job, like that's it, I'm closing my SEO service, that's it.
Yes, exactly.
Nice, I
So,
really love this. Yeah, and anything else that you would like to share with us?
yes, this would be my last point, but actually there are so many things that smaller things that need to be tweaked on the website based on the each client situation, each website situation. So I will talk about. I will stay. I will stay on the product topic, and we'll talk about out of stock product management, which
Nice.
is also important because recently I noticed that people, businesses, and website managers, they still tend to just delete a product that is out of stock and leave the URL with just a 404 note when the user visits. But they forget that both AI and Google, they don't just remove the deleted page from their memory. So
Yeah.
they will find that page, if that page was ranking, if it was mentioned, it will still be surfaced for some time. So, and people, the visitors who land on that page, they will open that 404 page, they will see that that product is no longer being sold, and what will they do? I think that in 99% of situations, they will go out of that website and search for that product on a competing website. And actually, that I thought that this was the issue only for Google, for being Google, the traditional search. But just recently, I've been looking for a plant to plant for a rose to plant in my garden, and I got like 5 recommendations, exact product recommendations with product links in ChatGPT. And when I went through these product links, like 2 of them were for 4 pages. And I was like, okay, this actually surprised me, because I would think that AI would check what to recommend me, but apparently it was recommending from its training data, from its memory, not from the
Yeah.
live search. Yeah,
Nice.
I was a bit disappointed in this, but once again, I opened that page. I saw a 404 page that had no suggestion of alternative product, no suggestion of what to do next. So I just closed that page and went to another suggestion on
Yeah.
another website.
This is
Yeah,
when
so
SEO is looking for some products online.
yep. And this is where we find out that basically the things that, as I've said, this is the foundation. These are not some very new advice. These are the advice that have been there for years already,
Yeah.
but they're still repeating. I mean, the businesses keep repeating these mistakes, and now this affects not only the traditional search, but also gets replicated in the AI.
Yeah,
And
and like so many times when, especially when we are working with the websites for a long time, like, and it seems for us so boring to again like do a kind of research for the customers, like what's on the market, competitor things, but like I really see that like it's so helpful for constantly to do like these kinds of things, like even like we are working with the clients, like plus 2, 3 plus years, and we are constantly thinking, yeah, I know everything about like these products, services, doesn't matter like what our SEO client is selling, but I really need to really see that like constantly updating our knowledge, like doing these kinds of things can help us, because we are noticing this when we are looking for some new things that we are buying. But sometimes it's very hard to kind of like to motivate ourselves to do these kind of like new research for our websites that we are working for years.
Yes, I agree.
Okay, and I really want to make like this sweet and short and like to the basically point of value. So let me know if you have like any other like mistakes. I know that like we mentioned them like a lot, but I don't know, like if you had any of these, or I would like to ask you like how you are prioritizing like these kinds of mistakes.
How we are prioritizing. So basically, when I work with the new client, it's the audit that I do first. So the audit will reveal some of the key technical and content issues that are on the website, and we'll start with the most impactful. So if I see that the structure is weak of the website, that and I know from experience that building a strong structure is important, then this will be our one of our top priorities. If we see that, for example, categories and informational content is performing well, but products are not. So it's something that tells me that there is something wrong with the product pages, with their discovery and their surfacing in the traditional and the AI search. So let's check the pages against competitors, for example, and against what shows up in the ChatGPT or Claude results when when we ask for recommendations. And of course, we start with the most important products that have the biggest margins, that are important for the business, especially if we work with the businesses that have a lot of products.
Nice.
So the key here is to work with the issues that will actually make a difference in the terms of business results. Like editing meta titles, yeah, it's nice, it might be easy, but will it bring the sales? Will it bring new visitors to the website? Will it bring visits that convert? I'm not so sure. It will be a lower priority task.
Yeah, just like following the money path.
Yeah, exactly. So why do we need to spend time and efforts on things that maybe will have an impact, but there are tasks that will have a bigger one.
Because especially in these like AI world, like we can do these SEO audits with a like Claude, with a doesn't matter, but the key points that you mentioned is making the difference, like, and that is I'm always saying to my SEO people, like we really need to use these tools to speed up our tasks as execution, but like what business owners can't find in another way, and AI tools can't replace us in the way like how we are making these business decisions, like what are the priorities, how we are connecting like these dots. This is something that AI tools can't make it, and this is our kind of leverage, how we are helping our business owners. And like I'm really seeing that kind of switch, that we are becoming SEO business consultants to our business owners, because we now really need to have that mindset from the impact perspective, from the business perspective, from the money perspective, customers perspective, and then just like using these AI tools to speed up our execution, so we have time to really think on the new level of the mindset, making decisions, and really like leading our consultancy with and provide real value to our website owners.
Exactly. because these
Oh,
audits, they can flag, I don't know, 30, 50 issues, and at least all the hundreds of tasks to do to improve them. But you actually need to concentrate on what makes the difference, on what will bring positive results in a shorter time. Or yes,
oh
not all
yeah.
of them are easily implemented. I have to admit, sometimes there are things that should be implemented from the SEO perspective, but I don't know. IT department is busy with priority tasks from other departments, and maybe there is a lack of resources just in general. So it's always balancing all these things, like what we need to do, what will have the biggest impact, and what we can do as soon as possible from this list.
Oh yeah, web development is always a specific scenario. We all know that. Probably it would take another podcast serious
Oh
about
yes.
like these issues. So yeah, and thank you so much for today. Like let me know if you would like to share any kind of like your final notes, anything that like we didn't mention, but it's important when it comes to these mistakes, or like anything that you think yeah, we really need to share this as well.
Well, I can just sum up everything we've talked about this briefly.
Mm-hmm.
So, for websites, for online stores, their website is still the most manageable asset they have to perform well in both traditional and AI search. So, build the detailed store structure and build it around how users actually search for your products and the product types. Make sure your products have descriptive descriptions and not just a list of features. And this will help you find. This will help your products become the solution in the user's requests uh, for a product that will help them. And finally, manage your out of stock products properly, right? Redirect them to the not similar, identical product, redirect them to a category page, or just make suggestions of alternatives on that page if the product has traffic but is out of stock permanently. And just a final note, make sure the organizational information and privacy policies, FAQ information on the About page is aligned across the store, because when users ask for what is the delivery on this, the delivery speed when if I buy from this website, or what is the return policy, or what are the reviews of clients, the part of this information requested will be taken from your website. Make sure it's aligned and it doesn't say 10 days delivery on one page and 3 days delivery on the other page, because you don't know which one will be considered a point of truth by the AI system. And then you might end up getting an unsatisfied client, which is not good.
Oh yeah, new LLMs. Actually, LLMs are really helping us with this, like being consistent, like with all the data that we have, and like because before we could say like anything in so many different ways, like on every new page, but like now they are making our job harder. But again, it's
Yes.
useful for the customer.
It's useful for the customer, and it's keeping businesses accounted for what they for what they post on their pages, because
Oh yeah.
sometimes I know businesses can use AI generated information, and AI can hallucinate, and if it's not checked and it's posted on the website, it's business's responsibility.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. All right, Olga. Thank you so much for your time, energy, and expertise. I really enjoyed this talk. It's a lot of like valuable information. It's so many like new things that we are bringing, and yeah, thank you so much. And I hope I will see you in one of the next episodes.
I hope to join you again in the further episode. Thank you, Adriana, for inviting me again. Bye.
Thank you.